In a small suburban neighborhood, there lived a woman named Karen. Karen was known for her haughty demeanor, judgmental nature, and a tendency to see the world through a narrow lens. She had recently moved into the community, eager to make her presence known to her new neighbors. One sunny afternoon, as Karen peered through her window curtains, she noticed a black family moving into the house next door. Unfounded assumptions and stereotypes began to cloud her judgment, creating a distorted image of her new neighbors. She found herself constantly watching her neighbors, eager to catch them in the act of doing something she could deem suspicious or inappropriate. Unfortunately, her biased lens prevented her from seeing the truth about this innocent family. One morning, Karen awoke to the sound of music coming from her neighbor's house. Fueled by her prejudiced assumptions, she decided it was the perfect opportunity to act. She picked up her phone, dialed the emergency number, and confidently claimed that there was a disturbance next door. She insisted that the police needed to come and investigate immediately. Within minutes, police cars arrived at the scene, their sirens piercing the otherwise peaceful neighborhood. The black family was bewildered, trying to understand what had transpired to cause such an abrupt interruption to their day. They were soon met by officers who were equally confused about the nature of the complaint. As the police spoke with the neighbors, it became evident that there was no disturbance at all. The music playing from the house was simply a family enjoying a pleasant morning together. The officers, being fair-minded individuals, quickly recognized that they had been summoned under false pretenses. They apologized to the family for the inconvenience and left with an understanding of what had truly occurred. Word quickly spread throughout the community about the incident, and Karen's actions did not go unnoticed. Her prejudiced behavior and unwarranted phone call had caused harm and distress to an innocent family. The community collectively condemned her actions, expressing their disappointment and vowing to stand against racism and discrimination. As for Karen, she faced the consequences of her actions. Her neighbors shunned her, refusing to associate with someone who held such intolerant views. She soon found herself isolated, with no friends or allies to support her misguided beliefs. The incident served as a wake-up call, forcing Karen to confront her prejudice and reflect on the harm she had caused. She attended diversity workshops, read books that challenged her worldview, and actively sought to learn from people with different perspectives. It was a difficult journey, but Karen was determined to change. Gradually, Karen's attitude started to shift. She recognized the error of her ways and genuinely apologized to her neighbors, expressing her deep remorse for the pain she had caused them. Although it took time, the black family cautiously accepted her apology, recognizing her efforts to change. Karen's transformation became an example of how ignorance and prejudice can be overcome through education, empathy, and personal growth. Through her actions, Karen showed that it is never too late to unlearn harmful beliefs and foster a more accepting and tolerant society. It serves as a reminder that, in a world filled with diversity, understanding, and compassion, we can all learn and grow together. As Karen embarked on her journey of growth and understanding, she knew that simply apologizing and changing her own beliefs was not enough. She wanted to actively contribute to the fight against racism and discrimination. Karen began by reaching out to local organizations and volunteering her time and skills to support initiatives that promoted inclusivity and equality. She joined community outreach programs, participating in workshops that aimed to bridge gaps between different cultures and foster understanding. Karen shared her personal story of transformation, emphasizing the importance of empathy and open-mindedness. She attended school board meetings, raised awareness about the importance of inclusive education, and provided resources to educators to facilitate meaningful conversations in the classroom. Karen also reached out to her neighbors and offered to organize community events that celebrated diversity and encouraged dialogue. Together with the black family next door, they hosted a block party where residents could share their cultural traditions, food, and stories. It became an opportunity for the community to learn from one another and build bridges of understanding. Her genuine transformation and dedication to combating racism inspired others in the community to examine their own biases and take action. Some even joined her in volunteering and supporting the initiatives she had championed. She recognized that her actions had caused harm and that it was her responsibility to make amends and actively work towards a more inclusive and equitable society. Through her continued efforts, Karen's relationship with her black neighbors grew stronger. They came to understand that genuine change takes time and that Karen had truly embraced the values of tolerance and respect. In time, the neighborhood transformed into a more diverse and inclusive place. People of different backgrounds and cultures came together, celebrating their differences and finding common ground. Karen's transformation had a ripple effect, inspiring others to question their own biases and embrace the beauty of diversity. While Karen's initial actions had caused pain and distress, her commitment to change and her tireless efforts to combat racism allowed her to rebuild trust and form meaningful connections with her community. She had come a long way from the person she used to be, and she continued to learn and grow, realizing that the fight against racism was a lifelong journey. Karen's story became a testament to the power of redemption, education, and empathy. It showed that even those who have held prejudiced beliefs can transform into advocates for equality and justice. Her journey served as an inspiration for others, demonstrating that change is possible for anyone willing to confront their own biases and actively work towards a more inclusive society.